Sunday, Sunday. Monday, Monday. Wait, sun, sun, mun, mun. No? Yeah, no. Welcome to English. Or should I say German? Sunday and Monday come from the Angles and Saxons, people from the northwest of Germany, who invaded Britain in the 5th century. If you look at the modern German equivalent, Sonntag and Montag, you can see the influence. Sunday means, not surprisingly, the day of the sun, and it's not too difficult to see that Monday comes from the day of the moon. So, Tuesday, Tuesday. Okay? Wednesday, Wednesday. Why isn't it Wednesday? Well, it comes from Woden's Day, Woden being the god of the Germanic people. Thursday comes from the day of Thor. No, English is not influenced by a superhero from the Marvel Universe, but rather the Viking god of thunder. In the 8th century, the Vikings began a special military operation, as Putin might call it, raiding parts of Scotland and England for the next 3 centuries. They also left their mark on Tuesday, the day of Tu, and Friday, the day of Frigg, both Norse gods. Now we arrive at Saturday, the day of Saturnus, the Roman god of time, abundance, and agriculture. Hang on, let me get this right. Just in the days of the week, we have Germanic, Viking, and Latin from the Romans? Well, yes, basically. English is the illegitimate love child of so many different fathers who have long since disappeared. We haven't even mentioned French yet. The Normans from northeastern France invaded in the year 1066. Of the many French words in English, some have survived more or less intact, like blasé, attaché, and fiancé, complete with the accent mark over the letter E. Some words sound pretty much the same: machine, reservoir, technique, and lingerie, although the French would beg to differ, and other words that brazenly abandon any attempt at correct pronunciation, like garage. Spelling can also be difficult when you have words like maneuver. I mean, what the foutre? Pardon my French, literally. If it all sounds a bit Greek, it could well be. In the Renaissance period, from the 14th to the 17th century, there was a surge in scientific and philosophical thinking, with knowledge being shared in Latin and Greek. Some words might be obvious, like philosophy and psychology, but there are common words like school, hour, and politics. Indirectly, Arabic has made its contribution too. Over the 7 centuries that the Moors spent in Spain, they had a significant impact on the Spanish language, with many texts being translated into Latin and shared throughout Europe, as I mentioned earlier, in the Renaissance. Common words like cotton, guitar, and orange trace their origin to Arabic. Check out my video here about the surprising history of the word orange. Occasionally, there are even words from far-off countries. Kowtow comes from the Cantonese word kowtow. Pardon my Cantonese pronunciation, maybe it even sounds more or less the same, which they probably won't agree with, but anyway. But yes, it translates directly as knock your head, from bowing down so low as to hit your head on the floor. To sum up, because Britain had been invaded by different countries over the centuries, English is horrible to pronounce and just as horrible to write. See my other video here about why it is so hard to spell. Nowadays, with so many people complaining about immigrants, they forget that English was created almost entirely from the languages of immigrants. I'm the Social Evolutionary. Peace on or peace off.